How many women would have started and led brilliant businesses if we'd reached equality when we should have done generations ago? It's taken so long to change. And now, just when we were getting somewhere, the pandemic is reversing progress. It's now estimated that closing the global gender gap will take 135 years. We say no.
67% of Swiss companies currently have no women on their board. And when there are women on boards, they're usually the only female in the room.
Women are 50% of the population, so they should be 50% represented at any table, in any room, where discussions are being had and where decisions are being made.
Women are strong, powerful, and courageous human beings.
So as leaders, women can drive results in a very complex environment. The VUCA world, bring it on. Women are here and they're ready to lead.
There has never been a more important time for women to come together.
Because together we are powerful.
Hello, everyone. I'm Diana, M&A lawyer turned investment banker, portfolio board member, and recently I founded the Boardroom, the first private club for senior female executives that aspire to be board members. Why? Because I believe that placing more women in leadership positions, especially at the board level, is a very important step towards gender equality. So diversity matters. We have numerous reports by now, showcasing how, diverse teams perform better. Companies with more women on their board have better results, happier employees, less corruption. And my absolute favorite, diversity promotes disagreement. So when you're making a business decision, the worst thing or the biggest waste of your time is if you're sitting at the table and everyone agrees. So the business case on board diversity has been made. So where do we stand today? 77% of all board positions globally are still held by men. And 10% of the largest companies worldwide currently have no women on their board. 0. And even when we're talking about female representation, we're talking about 15 to 16% women, which means that most women sitting on a board are the only female in the room, despite the fact that we know that you need at least 3 underrepresented voices in the boardroom to actually start making a change in the internal dynamics. And we do have institutional investors and proxy advisors. We have Goldman Sachs and BlackRock, ISS, Ethos here in Switzerland, actively supporting board diversity. So despite all that, why do we still have so few women on corporate boards? So there's this historical assumption that the reason why we lack female representation is because we lack senior female talent. And this is simply not true. Women don't lack merit. What we do lack is a close enough resemblance to the prevailing perception of what leaders look like. And that's why we need to change the face of leadership. And this is why I founded the Boardroom, with a clear mission to actively work toward gender parity on corporate boards. And we do that by creating and cultivating an active pipeline of senior female leaders to fill corporate board positions. So the Boardroom is a one-stop shop for board readiness, and we provide our members with board education, leadership development, continuous strategic networking opportunities, and inspiration from role models from all around the world. So we founded the Boardroom in Switzerland October this year, and already we're expanding to the US, Germany, Greece, and Portugal. So in Switzerland, we currently have 100 members, women in positions of power, in 88 of the largest companies in the country, across all key industries, and the diversity of skill sets and functional expertise that currently all corporate boards need. So we have a diversity of senior female talent to actually crush the historical assumption that we lack senior female talent. The most common response we get to the question, why wouldn't we have enough women on corporate boards, is because people think that women lack the skills, they don't have the time, or simply they're not interested. So we currently have proof that this is not the case. So if you are an investor or a startup or a corporate that is actively looking to unlock the full potential of your organization and diversify your board, then please reach out to us, and we're happy to help. I'm happy to take any questions if there are any in the room. I think the audience is the right one to ask questions about the benefits of actually getting more women on corporate boards.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Diana. Any questions for Diana? Oh. Okay. Oops. Wait.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. Is it on? Hello? Yeah. What are the requirements for women to sign on to the board? Are there any, or can anyone join?
So that's a very good question. So everyone needs to be nominated in order to even be able to apply. And then we have seniority and diversity criteria, and then there's a robust vetting process. So on average, it could take 1 to 2 months for a member to actually apply and go through the application and vetting process. And the reason why we do that is because we need to make sure that we get the right women on right boards. We need to have a very small but diverse senior female talent pool to cover all the needs that corporate boards need. So when we actually accepted these 100 members, it was at a point that we had received more than 1,000 applications through our website. And from that 1,000, we actually selected 100. And they're all C-level or C-level -1 from large organizations in the country. So we currently have CEOs, CFOs of listed companies, CMOs, chief legal officers across different industries.
I think it's a quick one. I'm really supporting this initiative. Sounds really cool. Great.
Thank you.
Are you heading for supervisory boards or management boards, or both?
So that's a very good question. So our ultimate mission is to achieve gender parity on corporate boards in order to actually create the critical mass that will lead the change in culture from the top. But in order to get this, we actually are slowly appointing our members in smaller boards, advisory boards, supervisory boards, and at the end, executive corporate boards. So it's a long process. This is not something that happens overnight. And these are building blocks that we're working on. Thank you.